Okay. My buddy urged me to make this video a long time ago, and I haven't. RIP. That's why I'm making this video. I want to talk to you about the neon demon and mannerism. Mannerism is usually used for paintings, talking about paintings being unrealistic. And I'm not the biggest fan of Mannerist paintings because they show the human shape in a way that is unrealistic. But with the Neon Demon, I think it's a masterpiece of just everything you could possibly want in a movie. And I want to call it Mannerist. And I'm not seeing anyone else describing it as such. And I think it's Mannerist because it's the dialogue is unrealistic. There are long pauses between when they deliver their dialogue, and you can tell that it's because the cinematographer wants them at a certain point, certain place, certain time. And I think the director does too. Riffin, okay, Drive was amazing. Only God Forgives is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Neon Demon is a masterpiece. And then he did that show for Amazon Prime that just kind of fizzled out. It just didn't have an ending. I think that's because of coronavirus, but who knows? But Neon Demon, I think, is a classic in the making. I think it's one of the best films ever made. It's got a really nasty part where you just have to. That's what that character would do. It's horrible. It's disgusting. That's what that character would do. But let's talk about the staging of dialogue. There's a lot to say. There are times like when they're in the bathroom towards the beginning, it does feel natural, and that's where I think it's the least like the dialogue comes off as these characters just hitting each other, like those crazy harpies are just coming at each other like bam 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 bam, and it's like, oh, okay, all right, these girls hate each other, like, okay. But later on it does take on a more, and the beginning of the film starts off with a very Mannerist mode, although there's no dialogue. But it's very slow, very purposed. Everything is done very slow, very, it hits you exactly when you're supposed to be hit. And here's the other thing about mannerism is with a painting, you don't have music. The music in the Neon Demon is one of the best parts. It hits you exactly when it's meant to hit you. And there's just these like lulls between when it wants to snap in place. I would say it's the first Mannerist film. I think it is. I haven't, obviously I haven't seen every film. But I can't think of another film that's Mannerist in this way. I mean, you could say Only God Forgives, but like that's a big pile of crap. And this is like, and Drive is slow, but Drive has more of a continuity going through it. You could say Drive is Mannerist if you wanted to, but it's not Mannerist in the same way that Neon Demon is. Neon Demon is They say exactly what they want when they say it. It's out there, and then you wait for the response. It's it's slow, and I could see that off-putting a lot of people. I could completely understand why that would be off-putting to you, because it's mannerism, and mannerist paintings put me off. So I get it why a lot of people just did not like the Neon Demon. But it's got that. I mean, we can talk about cinematography all day. We can talk about the lighting. I mean, the lighting is probably the best part of the movie. But the all of the actors are perfect. It's very slow. It's very balanced. It's very paced out. But then there's always the payoff. Like you're waiting for something to happen, and then it does happen. It's not like da 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 da, and then oh, you subverted my expectations or whatever. It's like no, no, no. You're waiting for something to happen. It's gonna happen, and it might not be what you want to happen, but it's fantastic. So I just wanted to get that out there that I think it's a mannerist film. I think I'm coining that. Maybe I'm not. Maybe someone else has said that before. I can't think of another film. I mean, I don't know. The Witch, the Witch. That would be the only other one that kind of does that. The Lighthouse definitely doesn't, and Northman definitely doesn't. But I'm just saying, Nicholas Winding Refn hit it out the park with this one. So anyway, if you haven't seen it, watch the Neon Demon. I had a blast in the theater. Me and the other three guys in the theater. But yeah, I there's I'm more of a fan of impressionism, but this is definitely not impressionist. I don't know what you would call a impressionist film. Um, Bella and the what despair, heart of sadness. What is that called? Whatever that one is. Belladonna and the despair, the heart of sadness, whatever. That's an animated film. That's all. Anyway, but the Neon Demon. If you haven't seen the Neon Demon, watch the Neon Demon. It's mannerist. It's slow. It's a slow burn. You're gonna love it. It's a good movie. Okay.